Imagine standing on a freezing hill in ancient France, where the earth trembles beneath the footsteps of hundreds of thousands of warriors. In the middle of that field stands a man in a red cloak, Julius Caesar. He was not just a Roman general, he was a man wagering everything, honor, his army, and the very future of Rome. Before him stood the fortress of Alesia, where 80,000 Gauls were entrenched under the command of Vercingetorix. Behind him came alarming news: another massive Gaul army was approaching, more than 250,000 strong. Caesar and his 60,000 men were now trapped between two storms. But instead of retreating, he did the unthinkable: he built two walls, one to imprison the enemy within, and another to repel those without. In the history of warfare, no one had ever dared such madness. While most generals would retreat, Caesar ordered the construction of two fortifications over 35 kilometers long, with deep trenches, hidden stakes, and ramparts taller than a man. High on the hill, Vercingetorix looked down and sneered, "He thinks he can imprison me." But Caesar knew something his enemies did not: war is not only blood and steel, it is time and psychology. He turned fear into a weapon. The fateful night arrives, Gaul horns echo from both sides, two storms crashing upon Caesar's trenches at once. From inside the fortress, Vercingetorix unleashes his full force; from without, the relief army crashes against Caesar's outer wall. The ground trembles, javelins fall like metallic rain as each assault pushes the Romans back step by step. But the hidden traps, spikes, and trenches turn the plain into a graveyard of iron. At the heart of the storm, Caesar rides along the fortifications, his red cloak blazing like a flame that ignites his men's spirit. He ordered the ranks to lock tight, turning every meter of the trench into a moving fortress. A Gaul assault force breaches a section of the fortifications; the line is on the brink of collapse. Caesar unleashes his reserve forces, cavalry descend the hill behind the enemy and strike the attacking flank. Both assaults, from inside the fortress and from the field, falter at once, their rhythm of attack breaks apart. When dawn pours its golden light over the valley, Rome still stands, and the plain echoes only with dying moans. By noon, Vercingetorix understood: it was over. He rode alone through the gaze of 1,000 enemies, heading straight toward Caesar's tent. Before the tent, he dismounts, removes his helmet, and kneels. That moment closed one era, and crowned a new empire for Rome. Alesia was not merely a siege, it was proof that man can bend the meaning of the impossible. And in the end, victory always belongs to those who can read the land, the moment, and the fear of their enemies. After that day, the land of Gaul fell silent. No horns, no war cries, only ashes, and the straight Roman roads being drawn across the earth. From Alesia, Caesar conquered not just a land, but a legend. He rewrote the meaning of victory itself. Vercingetorix, the symbol of Gaulish freedom, was brought to Rome, and his death only made his image immortal. Alesia became an eternal lesson, that true victory is not born of strength, but of discipline, intellect, and resolve. And from that moment, Europe understood: no victory lasts forever, only those who learn from defeat endure. If you look closely at a map of Europe today, the roads still follow the very lines of that ancient siege. It was not merely Rome's victory, it was a triumph of strategy, of the human mind over chaos. Alesia teaches us, survival belongs not to the strongest, but to those who adapt the fastest. And in every era, there is always another Alesia, a place where humanity is cornered and forced to innovate to survive. Because Alesia is not just the past, it is a mirror for every battle of human intellect. If you believe strategy can change destiny, leave a comment and subscribe to join me in uncovering more of history's greatest battles. This is the story of Alesia, where one man was besieged twice, yet history bowed only once.